special NGC Sanfest presentation. NGC Sanfest is a platform that presented young people in Trinidad and Tobago who wanted to follow their dream in art and culture. Many, many young people, probably some who you are looking at entertaining you right now, passed through that system of NGC Sanfest. They were presented with the opportunity to follow their dreams. We had the distinct pleasure of having a host of young people a few years ago on the show. They came, they performed, and they showcased their talents. We take a trip down memory lane and find out where some of those fine young people are now after their experience at the NGC Sanfest. Today on the show, Coutain and Jeremiah Reyes. Stay with us. We're coming back. This is the NGC Sanfest. Where are they now? We're so happy to bring you this special with the NGC Sanfest because we had the privilege, as I said, over the last few years to introduce so many young talented people of Trinidad and Tobago. And we have two sons of the soil that went on to do amazing things, followed their passion mainly because of NGC Sanfest. NGC Sanfest really is the premier festival, arts festival for the primary and secondary school level. Young people come out of primary and secondary school, get the opportunity to express themselves, express their art, whether it's singing, dancing, poetry, calypso, whatever it may be, wherever their passion lies, it gives them that platform to launch themselves, get some confidence, and continue on their path and on their dreams. Today, I want to introduce to you a young man by the name of Coutain that was quite a character when he came on the show back then.
I believe whatever doesn't kill you simply makes you stranger. Hi, my name is Joe. Joe is the name of my mother gave me, but I prefer Joker. Enough! A little something about me. I may have mixed personalities. You see, Joker has been inside of me mentally. He does do things, illegal things, horrible, horrifying things. And Joe, he's just depressed, a real bubbly. They beat him and take advantage of him again until he's half dead. And when I step in and take revenge, and then everyone does with their minds. Joe is a civilized person. and Joker is a maniac. You want to know how this whole thing happened with Joker? My mother was real abusive. She would always cuss.
So that was Paris then. Take a look at what Paris did thereafter.
You come here to take me from the vagrant, you know.
And I was just going to give them Coutain. Even the whole Latin, I mean, what
Paris followed his dreams. Paris was on stage with the legendary Larry Joseph. And I'm so happy to have him here now. No more clown face, he's a big boy now. I don't know if that clown face still around. That clown.
I didn't make up.
Yeah, I didn't make up. You can switch into that clown.
But that's Halloween and thing there.
Yeah. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. I love the invite.
Good to see you. You were Mr. Sanfest back in 2019, was it?
Yeah.
2019.
A while back.
Do you remember? What do you remember about the experience, first of all? Let's go back there first.
What I never really told anyone before was when
they were calling out the results for the finals. In my head, I had no idea I was going to win. That was not on my mind. I was just here to have fun.
Yeah.
Like literally, because I love the stage. So, but when they said my name, I was like, it's better to be no Steve Harvey. Because it's like, I'm not in the mood. Did I really just win this thing? Yeah, it was like a shocking moment, and I still think about it as I watch the video sometimes.
When did you recognize that's what you wanted to do?
I really wish I could answer that, but since a young age, I've just been so into performing and making people laugh. I'm forever grateful that my mother is very supportive in terms of what I want to do with my career, because I know unfortunately there are some parents who, they want to try to be something that they want to be and they try don't want to be that. So I'm glad, I'm truly grateful of God I was in place with parents like that, and my mom, she supports me every step of the way. I'm grateful for that.
If it wasn't for something like NGC Sanfest, you think you would have followed, you would have been encouraged to follow your passion of doing poetry and arts, and you would follow that, or you might have decided to become an engineer or doctor or something?
Working at gas station.
Tell people about yourself, Paris, a bit, because when you came on the show, the clip we showed, lots of energy, lots of characterization. That was a clown. Where did that character come from, first of all?
Well, I love acting, and I also really pay attention to actors who take serious roles. So I was really looking at Heath Ledger, and he played the role of the Joker in The Dark Knight, and Joaquin Phoenix.
Performing with Larry Joseph, what did that mean to you? You knew, the legendary comedian Larry. What was that like when you recognized that I have that opportunity to actually be on the same stage, be on the same platform with Larry Joseph?
That was crazy, because I used to watch his little comedy videos and stuff when I was small, by my aunt and stuff, and I never thought I'd meet him, far less be on the stage with him.
You were at UTT now?
Yes, sir.
What are you pursuing?
I am pursuing my bachelor's degree in fine arts for the performing arts, and I'm currently in my final year.
Final year?
Yeah.
Where do you see Paris Coutain taking this dream of becoming an actor? Where do you see that going? How you envision what you will do with your life?
Honestly, I have no plans. I have no step-by-step on what I'm going to do next. All I know is, I don't know, I always have this in my head. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I know I'm going to do it. I know I'm going to become a successful artist and actor. I don't know how exactly, but I know I'm going to do it. So we're just going to see what happens, and I really stay close to the Father too.
Nothing is wrong with not knowing what your next step is. Crazy creative people like you.
I'll take that.
I wanted to take it because crazy creative people like you sometimes do always have it worked out in their head.
Look how they call them crazy talent now.
Yeah. And there's a level of crazy that you need to have to do you. You dabble in some chutney soup, I think, chutney.
Yeah.
You
intellectual school chutney soup.
So you sang a chutney.
Yeah, sang a chutney.
Serious? You know the words? You remember the words?
I remember the words. That was 2020.
That was just the other day.
Sing a happy chutney to support family. Sing a happy chutney to promote unity. Sing a happy chutney. What is the rest lyrics? I don't know. But yeah, it's been a while. But even with that, it's like, I didn't even know I was going to win that either.
And you won competition.
I didn't be able to process winning. Because I was be like, nah, I sleeping, I dreaming, this not real. Yeah, but all props to God. All props to my mom for being behind all the time.
Yeah. But you're winning. You gotta keep winning.
I tried.
Cheers, bro.
Yeah.
Alright. I wanna wish you all the very best. This is something that many young people could now actually see a journey, could see a pathway. The Sanfest is still very much alive. I think after COVID it's back, and we want to see young people follow their dreams. And sometimes, look at this young man, very positive young man. He's not necessarily heading into being a doctor or a lawyer or a teacher. He laughs at it. But there's a pathway for him through what he loves to do, through his passion. He wants to be an actor, and hold your breath. In a few years' time, you might be seeing him on a big screen somewhere. Cheers to that. Cheers to that. Cheers to that.
Appreciate that, man.
Paris Coutain. I will never remember or forget when I met him the very first time, and he came as a joker. I was very, very afraid of this young man. He was very... Yes, go ahead.
That is not the first time you met me.
It wasn't?
Little story time, real briefly. You were eating at Hilton. I think I was same 5 or 6 years old, and I remember seeing you on TV, and I said, I know that guy. At 5 or 6 years old, I'm like, I know that guy, and I walked up to your table, and I was like, you're the guy on TV. And then you smile and shake my hand, and then I don't even remember that, but you know, that's it. I swear, I gladly remember that. I was telling that. Life.
Paris Coutain. NGC Sanfest, where are they now? That's where Paris Coutain is now. He's in the last final year of his studies at UTT and looking to launch a career in acting, singing. He's going to be doing something in the arts. Yeah? We're taking a short break, you know, because this was just part 1. We have part 2 coming up. Another young man following his dream of playing the national instrument. When we come back, Jeremiah Reyes. Thank you, Paris.
No problem. Anytime.
So we want to thank the folks at the National Gas Company for making this one possible. They have really kind of just been there to see so many young people transition, follow their dreams, follow their paths. The NGC Sanfest has been that platform. We continue to showcase young talent and kind of figure out where they are now. So you just saw that young man. His name is Jeremiah Reyes. He's a young man, he was a young boy a few years ago when he appeared on the show. Check it out. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeremiah Reyes, one of the youngest panists in the country and the youngest at phase 2. Hello.
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 Yeah.
You enjoy doing that. So from a young boy to a young man. How old are you now, Jeremiah?
16.
16. You were probably about 10, 11 years old from then. So I vividly remember the young, bubbly boy bouncing in the studio and excited. And you remember that young boy? Yeah. Wait till that young boy, no boy. Wait till him.
Calm down.
You were like, you walk in here so cool and collected. I remember how bubbly and excited and you're bouncing all over the place. And when do you remember telling mommy and daddy that you wanted to learn the national instrument? Or did they tell you, hey, go on to the national instrument?
That's one thing I give them very respectful. When I was in preschool, right? I started preschool. Yeah.
Not primary, preschool. Wow.
I started on pan when I was 3 years old.
Wow.
And mommy and daddy push for the pan lessons now. For some days, I wouldn't want to go on and stuff, And then I think it was the first year when I was practicing for Panorama, which was 2015. I was practicing with feast.
And how old were you then?
I was 8 years old. Yeah. Now, the first year I was practicing the Panorama was when I realized, this is something, I enjoy it. And when I started, I was like, maybe it didn't make sense anymore to all the part lessons, because I used to go, after I finished preschool, I would go to lessons on a Saturday with my plant teacher in River. And that was my face as well. He used to play for the band. He introduced me into the band as well. He kind of helped incorporate me into the Panorama practice. And that's how I started practicing with them, right? And what happened is, it was only after then I realized that they did a good thing by having me do the band lessons, and I started enjoying it. And I was in my main focus is really to study music. That's really what I want to do. I want to try to go to study
music. That's the intent. Because is it that you kind of made up your mind already that
I think so too, yeah.
That's what you want to pursue.
Yeah, that's what I want to pursue.
And that's kind of interesting in terms of when you got to Fatima.
I didn't know.
But you were surrounded and you recognize, hey, boy, musicians, and you recognize other guys.
Yeah, and also I realized, I'm not for this, I have an ear for music.
It's kind of cool, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Something I always tell people is that doesn't matter what, I enjoy performing. Like when I play pan, like when I was playing for you earlier, I enjoy doing that, I like playing music and see people enjoying it, because while you might find it so nice, I find it so nice too. So it's something I realize. I enjoy myself and I have a talent for it. I want to feel like myself.
There's something Jeremiah called an it factor. And it appears in different realms of life and society and careers and so on. And not everybody has an it factor. And nothing wrong with that. But you have an it factor. Because you see what you did here. And I remember 10 years ago, however long ago, when you came on the show, there was an it factor in that little boy as well. That little boy that turned into who you are today. That it factor, you need to carry that through life with you and enjoy what you do because it comes through. You also told me something that raised my bones. You were 8 years and practicing for big Panorama. You grew up in phase 1.
Yes, I phase 2 really. They also helped me really develop. Phase 2 and I still remember my first Panorama. I was 9 years old. 2016, phase 2 playing mad music. And I remember, I think it was the 94 finals. My dad was doing the yard with me, showing me ready to go, we talked to them, they say, they're like, no, why not? What I'm doing before I stay in finals is some more room, I have to
and this is what it is, one talking more than anything. I know.
Even talk because you have past street.
Yeah. Just like when it's going on here.
Yeah, past street.
And you're 9 years old.
Yes.
And you buzzing still.
Of course.
Is this something, I know you're pursuing music, and I know, is it that pan is what it is, or you want to know, do other instruments, or what is your vision for yourself?
So, pan is my main instrument. But I do, as much as I enjoy playing pan, I want to focus on, I want to go into career in music itself, go to the music industry, look into production. I want to learn other instruments too. Like I play a little bit of piano, but like obviously not the same level. Like I play the pan. So my goal is to be able to play other instruments on the level that I play pan as well.
Seeing young people like yourself being able to kind of just follow their dream, and music is something that in reality we would have been kind of swayed away from doing that. Majority of us who have grown up back in the 80s, and now, especially with the likes of a national gas company, Sanfest, and so many platforms that will be able to kind of guide young people to do different things. Jeremiah at 10, 11 years, 8, 9 years old, felt the need to play the pan and had experiences that most 8, 9 year olds would not have had in terms of going on a panorama stage. And I mean, today now, Booksy probably calling you and making sure you. what is it like interacting with him in terms of?
Booksy's like a big uncle.
Serious?
It's like a big uncle. Booksy,
I don't know I don't know if you're like how special this is.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
I have the pleasure. I go by him and I practice, and I get to hear him do the solos and things, and he always telling me to call him when I have something to do, and he will come and he'll hit me on music and stuff now. And hearing him play is something.
He teach you how to play Maria.
Serious?
Yeah, on the show.
Serious?
Yeah.
He's a
I forget. What's on with it?
What teacher?
Jeremiah Reyes, he was one of the young boys that came on the show when we were featuring young talent, and he was a character that I just would not forget. I remember his mommy at the time that brought him, and Jeremiah has grown up to be this young man who is now pursuing music. He had to give over the sciences and make sure he had a little fall back just in case. So mommy don't get back. He had to keep mommy and daddy happy sometimes. But at this juncture in his life, continuing playing pan, he's been doing many pan around.
Yes, sir.
So that's fantastic. Playing with the Facebook pan group and continuing doing so, continuing following his dream of music. Where are they now? They continue on this path of following their dream and their arts. So fantastic. I want to congratulate you. Which you're in 6-4 now.
Yes.
So exams next year. Right. And then after that you decide where you go. Yeah. All the best number. Alright, thank you very much for spending some time and sharing the music. Jeremiah Reyes, young man, young talent, and doing some fantastic stuff, continuing to represent the national instrument. We're so happy to bring you this little special. I want to thank the folks at NGC for making it possible, continuing to support young talent, young arts, young culture as they strive to make a difference here in TNT. This is Coutain. Continue to share a cup. Follow us on all our socials at Coutain Caribbean.